Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just rescued the kidnapped girl from a group of bandits, and lo and behold, I spoke to the guildmaster at... where was it? At Windholm, that's it. And we have now made our way on to Valenbray. As you can see, I made my way out of there because we also acquired yet another quest to kill some bandits. And now we do have some troublesome bandits here, but we also have this. And as you see, we have hunt down troublesome bandits, and then we also have track down bandits, the Black Coven, which I tracked down, and I was chasing them all the way over here, and then I thought to myself, well, let's pick up another quest. And so, yes, we are now going to be taking them both on. Now, the Black Coven obviously has a heretic invoker, and two heretic Magnuses, or Magni, or whatever it may be, but... the point is these guys are going to be very difficult to kill, but we have 69 units, and Lady Valkyries are going to be our reward if we are available to victory, obviously. So let us accept victory into our arms and, well, see how it goes. But let's head on into the troublesome bandit party first. If we can actually catch up, thank you very much. And let's take them out. These guys are going to be very easy to take out. I think they are not on mounts. If they're not on mounts, then this is going to be easier than I thought. But if they are, then I need to get a little bit prepared with some formations, of course. So let's get ready on this hill over here. I'm pretty sure they don't have mounts. They would have been here already, I feel, if they had some kind of mounted transportation. And, yep, it appears as though they are just running, so this is going to be quite simple, I feel. But we need to be quite careful as well, because obviously these guys do have some, well, rather menacing ranged combat skills, so let's be somewhat careful. We have a huge amount of... okay, yes, we have a huge amount of cavalry, as you can plainly see. I really did not know that the Deshar raiders that we had rescued previously, I had no idea that they were on mounts. I thought they were just regular infantry units. So that's great. That is great to actually have that option to use some cavalry. And as you can see, I actually literally did nothing because, well, our units were just way too good. So let's head on. And we'll take a look at the looting screen, hopefully enough. Okay, so let's see here. 40 items left in the item pool. Okay, well, this is going to be good, I feel. Let's try to get as much as we can, but we don't really want to take too much because, well, if we're able to take on the Black Coven and actually win without us being absolutely killed, then I think we might stand a chance. So let's see, where has the Black Coven gone? I'm pretty sure they're going to be running in this direction. So let's see if we can catch up. Maybe. We have some good spotting skill. So let's see if that's going to help us out. Maybe. Maybe. No, that's some questing knights for the Knights of the Ebony Gauntlet. Oh, no. We don't want to get those guys involved. What was that? There appears to be a party of Vanskari raiders, I think. Yep, that is a Vanskari Sea Raider army. We want to avoid that as well. So I can assume that the Black Coven has probably head up here. And as a result, I will cut away and I'll try and find them. It may take some time, unfortunately. We may have lost them irreparably. Okay, so just as I was walking past Gunter's Lodge right here, as you see, we have a quest failure, because the troublesome bandits have been eliminated by another party, but thankfully enough, we have not had any problems when it came to actually losing any relation or anything like that. So we should, in theory, be able to just head onward back to, yes, where were we? Valenbray, there we go. We want to head back on over here and see if we can hand in our quest, and then we'll be heading back with the kidnapped girl. Hopefully... oh, that actually still has a time limit. Ooh, okay. A little bit worried about that, I gotta say. We also need to talk to Marius Imperator, of course, because he's not going to be happy with us failing his quest. So, let's just head in here, talk to the Guildmaster really fast. There we have it. We have advanced to level 5 as well, improved our relations somewhat, and gained 3 renown, which is not bad, I have to say. Escort a caravan to Ravenstone. I'm sorry, I cannot do that right now. I'd like to go to Ravenstone territory, but unfortunately right now that is not going to happen. So we are going to have to head back through Dashar territory, and oh my, there's the Vanskri Sea Raider army. Yes, probably want to try and avoid that as much as possible, but this is going to be somewhat difficult. We now have a rather large army, and as a result, we may be encountering a lot of Singalian slavers, and as a result, we are going to be pursued to the ends of the earth. Let's hope that that does not happen. But we do want to make our way over to Marius Imperator as well. Ah, the village of Fletcher has been looted by Marius Imperator. Where is he? Where is that? Wow, he is either very deep into enemy territory, or we are, well, not we, but the Empire is warring against someone else that I am unaware of. Well, whatever the case, let us head on. There doesn't appear to be anything else to do around here. Ah, here we go. Okay, so Singalian Raiders, wow, they actually have some fantastic prisoners in their hold over there. Look at that. Wait, we're moving at... Ah, yes, we're moving a lot faster than them. That is fantastic, but... Yes, do you see that? They actually have... What is it? 1 Valkyrie, nothing really to write home about there, but they have 18 mercenary armsmen, 7 maiden cavalry, and then a wide variety of different Fierdsvane units, which would be, well, a welcome addition to any army, in my opinion. So if we get a little bit stronger, then we may be able to take that out at some point. But obviously not right now. So, okay, where do we have to head to for this? We need to go to Laria. Okay. That is going to take us all the way over there. So let's be cautious about the Noldor. Obviously the Noldor are in this vicinity. So we need to be quite careful of them if they are going to be attacking us at some point. Oh, and there's Marius Imperator. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, where was Fletcher then? I have no idea where Fletcher was, because it doesn't... Oh, there. It's all the way in the north. Of course it is. Okay, well, we'll talk to Marius Imperator, give him the bad news. It seems as though we are getting relatively lucky in terms of actually meeting him, but... Yes. Oh, it was good of you to try. Oh, he's a nice man. Oh, he appears to be quite nice. Well, whatever the case... Oh, yes, I would do this. Lord Dion. Why not? Let's do it. It is a menial task, but we did fail the previous one, so I feel it's a good idea just to make amends by delivering a small letter to Sez, and we may be heading down there anyway, because we may want to tackle a couple of bandit parties. Ah, there's a highwayman. I think it would be rather nice to do battle with them. Yes, here we go. Okay, so they only have 9, but I feel as though looting a couple more items is going to make a good difference to how much money we're going to get at Laria's marketplace, and we may even be able to... Oh my, they have lances. This is not going to be good. Well, whatever the case, I would like to be able to head into the tavern at Laria, and hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we are going to find a slave trader, ransom broker of sorts, and we'll be able to sell a couple of our prisoners to them. That would be very nice, but as you see, we are eliminating the units that were very difficult to take out just a couple of episodes ago in literally no time. So I feel as though we should have a good advantage against maybe even the Snake Cult now. Obviously, we are going to be dealing with, yes, Serpent Priestesses and Anaconda Knights and everything, but I feel as though we might be able to give them a run for their money. So let's take a look here. 92 speed rating, 95 reach. No, our balanced sword is actually very good. It seems to be somewhat good anyway. So let's just see here. Is there anything else that I want to use? Not really. I do need to get strength up, so we're going to be doing that. I'll just take the rest because we have the space and we're almost at Laria, so why not? And we'll be heading on in here. First, I would like to speak to Adonia, because you never know, she may actually need some equipment. She needs a helm, but obviously we do not have a helm, and she needs a shield as well, which we also do not have, so that's fantastic, isn't it? Yes, absolutely useless, but what else does she need? Oh, she has that, but is that going to help her out? Well, she's going to obviously use it two-handed, I would assume, and she is on horseback, so I think that's fine. She's using a courser, That's pretty good. We have a courser as well, but unfortunately we don't have two in riding skills, so I suppose we will just leave it at that. She has some pretty reasonable skills as well. 15 agility. That is pretty impressive. And 12 charisma? Okay, well, if at any point we need a vassal of some sort, then no doubt she is going to become quite a good one. So let's see here. I am going to be leveling them up into bandits, and we'll get some cell swords, I feel. Yes, mercenary armsmen might be quite nice. I remember back in the original Pendor playthrough, I actually rescued, what was it, 70-odd or 50-odd armsmen? I have no idea now the exact number, but it was a huge amount. And we had them for quite some time. And there we go. The kidnapped girl has now left the party, and we will be able to speak to the guild master. There we go. 3 renown for that. Okay, I'm hoping for a little bit more as time goes on, but obviously we are not really doing a good job when it comes to taking out larger enemies, and that's exactly why I wanted to attack that Black Coven party, but obviously we were a little bit too late and we did lose them, so we're going to have to try our very best to not let that happen next time. So, let's just get another point in strength, and I think another point in power strike should help us out a little. Obviously we are only with 47 HP, so we probably do need to level up our power strike and iron flesh a little bit more, just to be more warrior-like, I suppose. Really not something I want to be right now, considering we are, well, I would say relatively good on other skills. You receive word from a traveler that the Noldor Lord Ithilrandir has gathered an army. Oh, they are obviously going to be hunting down the Jatu tribes as well. Okay, well, oh, I actually did forget something, didn't I? I forgot to sell at Laria. Okay, well, in actual fact, we're just going to be heading on to Sarleon instead, because, well, it is closer to Empire territory, and we do need to head on to Sez anyway, so let's just head on here, and we'll be selling a couple of our items. So, let's see here. We want to sell absolutely everything, and that should be good. There we go. Now, do bear in mind that looting skill does improve the amount of loot that you get after every battle, so it is, in my opinion, absolutely fantastic to get if you are going to be doing a lot of battles with bandits and so forth, just like we have. And let's get some fruit and cabbages, just to vary things up somewhat, and we'll now head in and see if we can... Oh, Lethal Duren, hello! Ah, it's been a while. It has been a while since we have seen this fellow. He is a Noldor Ranger, and I believe he costs... what was it? 15,000, I think? Well, whatever the case, let us talk to him and see what he says. Greetings, human. Would you happen to be in need of a Noldor's services? I could be. What's your story? Allow me to present myself. I am Lethal Duren, once of the House of Ithilrandir, but now, alas, in exile. It may seem unusual to you to find a Noldor seeking work in a tavern, but I am unfortunately now adrift in the human world. The trouble began with my hobby, which is dueling, and I became quite good at it. This, of course, meant that my dueling partners found our exercises fatal rather too often for Ithilrandir. After the demise of one of his favorite nephews, he exiled me. I have frequently found employment amongst your lords as an assassin. So many of them seem to dislike one another, don't they? Unfortunately, my latest employer failed to produce the coin promised when I completed my task, and has set his men after me to eliminate his debt. I also know well the use of poisons, the garrote, the art of slitting a throat silently. If there are any little annoyances plaguing you, I could eliminate them for you easily. I'm sure you could. However, the problem is, you are extremely expensive. I'm going to assume. Only only 6,000. That is absolutely nothing. That is nothing for a Noldor. Really? Wow, okay, we're going to have to try and earn 6,000, I feel, but this is the ransom broker, I am pretty sure. Yes, he is. And, really? Only 260? Well, I suppose we only had a couple of bandits, so really nothing that we could do about that. And, oh, this is the bookseller as well. I would love to be able to get some of these, but these are way too out of our price range, and obviously I'd like to spend any amount of money that we are able to accumulate on Lethal Duren. That would be fantastic. Look at him. He is absolutely amazing. He has the best bow ever, and, well, in general, is just amazing. Actually, what we could do is, if we wanted to be somewhat disreputable, we could take some of his gear and wear it for ourselves. So there is that as well. But, whatever the case, let's talk to this fellow and see what we can do here. Now, let's see. What is this? Our merchants are afraid to leave the safety of the town walls, and if those aren't enough, the taxes to maintain the war take away the last bits of our savings. Ah, yes. I unfortunately do not have any persuasion to have that happen, and obviously we would have to speak to Marius Imperator, and he's doing his own thing, and he's quite a nice man by the looks of things. He seemed to forgive us very easily. Remarkably easily, in fact. And who is that? We have some... oh my... some heretic hunters there. Let us see what kind of units they have, and definitely something I'm going to be staying away from right now. Yes. And there we go. Okay, so we're actually okay when it comes to our weekly wages right now. We have one more week extra, and we should be able to take out a couple more bandits in the meantime too. So, let's see here. Move cattle herd. I've done that, so we need to head back to Janos, and we're then going to be heading on to Sez. I feel as though that would be a good idea. So let's head on over there. Hopefully we'll find a couple of bandits, maybe. Oh, hired assassins. How many of you? Only 10. Okay, we'll leave those guys to it, because really what I'm looking for is a couple of bandit parties that maybe have some prisoners that we will be able to then rescue, and in turn improve our own army. So let's see if we can make that happen. Well, there we go. 1 renown. Well, moving cattle is not the greatest and most memorable act, is it? But we are going to be taking another job. Here we go. Oh, wine to Laria in 7 days. Okay, yeah, why not? Let's take that delivery. We are somewhat being a peaceful fellow right now. We are just helping and being a general all-around good guy. But that will not last forever. That will definitely not last forever. We are going to be beginning our looting spree of a couple of villages in due time, but right now I am just biding my time, making sure that we get a strong army, making sure that we are going to be avoiding these Noldor, that is for sure. Yes, chase that merchant caravan, chase that guy down and slaughter him, unfortunately enough. Yes, really don't want him to do that, but it's better than them following us, that's all I can say. Otherwise those Noldor are just going to tear us apart, and that's exactly why I want Lethal Duren. He could potentially... well, he wouldn't be able to win against, what is it, 29 of them? But he would be able to absolutely destroy anything else. So let's try and make 6,000, shall we? I feel as though that would be a good idea, a nice plan. And we'll now head into the castle and see whether Lord Dion is here. If he isn't, then obviously we are going to be in a very poor spot. So let's just see. Where is he? Lord Dion. He's one of the minor lords by the looks of things. Yes, he is. I don't know where Lord Dion is. Who are you, though? Oh, okay. So she is literally not even related to him for some reason. Okay, so he was at Sez when he gave us that quest. Aha. Okay, so we're going to need to find a lord to ask. Oh my, and also the Empire have expanded their territory rather considerably into Sarleon territory, as you see here, with Whitestag Castle and Harangoth Castle, so it appears that Sarleon might be the first faction to fall. And I'm, of course, speculating quite a lot there, but I feel as though that's probably going to be the case. But what can I do, apart from track down this fellow right here? Not this guy, obviously, but would we even be able to take this guy on? It doesn't look like it, actually. He seems to have quite a numerous amount of high-tier units. Well, mid-tier to high-tier units, so really not wanting to deal with that. But I did actually see... there we go. I did actually see a vassal of the Empire here that I would really like to speak to so that we could find out the location of Lord Dion. Let's do that. You don't know where Lord Dion is? No one knows where Lord Dion is. Is he some kind of ghost? Some kind of spirit that no one knows about? Well, he's definitely no Casper, that's for sure. So let's just see here. Maybe He will know? No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Ah. Well, this is going to be a little bit worrying, isn't it? Okay, well, maybe Legatus will know. Surely Legatus will know. Let us head into the Lord's Hall here. He seems to have a rather spiffing name, and if he doesn't know, then I don't know who does. So let's see. Lord Dion is currently at... He's not. I checked. Well, whatever the case, I will be ending this episode here, and I will make my way back to Cez and make sure that we deliver that very important letter. It is the most important quest in the game, after all. But, yes, as I stated, we are now going to be ending this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.